Hello, Wausau and Marathon County. Wausau Mayor Katie Rosenberg here with the amazing Laura Scudiere holding down the Marathon County Health Department. How are you?
Hi, I'm excellent, Katie. How are you?
Really good. I see you have a special button on. That looks great.
I know I got my COVID vaccination button.
Oh, hey, this is a perfect segue
Hmm.
because for my question, and I feel like maybe this is more emotional support that I need right now. But So obviously, like we're at a point now where if you want the COVID vaccine, you can get it. You can just walk in and get it. They're passing them out on the 400 block during the concerts on the square.
Hmm.
There'll be some at Juneteenth. All these things. Now, I have friends that I love that aren't vaccinated yet,
Hmm.
and I guess like how do I have these conversations about hey, you should get vaccinated without like being kind of a self-righteous I don't know jerk.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, this has been a struggle for me, Katie. I'm so glad you brought
Ooh,
it up because I really have not. I've had conversations that went great,
yeah.
and I've really failed at this
Ooh.
myself on occasion, and it was like one of my big public health failings is that like you get really excited about it, and then you got to remember that you got to meet people where they're at. And so like one
Hmm.
of the things I really regret in this past couple months is some of my conversations around COVID vaccines. Like I did not meet people where they were at some of the time, and I'm embarrassed about that, and I was wrong.
Hmm.
And so like so here's me, I'm eating crow, like I didn't do it right. So I can tell you how to do it right. So the conversations that did go well,
Yeah,
um,
what were the good ones? And like maybe
yeah,
we'll save the bad ones later for
we'll do a whole different episode of just me apologizing. Um, yeah, no, I think the ones that really went well was not me talking at somebody. It was about me gaining an understanding of where they're at.
Okay.
So, like, the first thing you would do is you ask them questions and you listen with empathy. So, tell me what you've heard. What are your concerns? Um, what are you thinking about all this stuff?
Yeah.
Really, no bad questions. I mean, you just try to be non-judgmental with your questions and then listen.
Yeah.
That,
And actually here.
yes, yeah, actually, here use open-ended questions too. Don't use no like don't ask yes or no questions. And um,
Like
and
don't
then
ask them why are you being a dork and not getting vaccinated?
yeah, that
Don't
tends
ask
to not
that.
go
No.
great. Why are you being a dork? Doesn't elicit the kind of open conversation that we want to
That's not
have.
helping.
Right. So really we want to, if that goes well, if you're having a conversation, you're actually having a dialogue, you are listening to them with empathy, and it is going well, then it's appropriate to ask their permission to share more information with them.
Okay.
Don't just shove information at them, which I am guilty of.
Yes.
Um,
Sending them an article on Facebook every 5 minutes for a week. No.
no, no, like it's not. We at the health department sometimes, just in public health in general, we think if people will get the right information, then they'll make the best decision for them, and that is not always the case. Like we need to empathize with them, and then we need to give them information only when they are ready for it. And so um, ask their permission. They may say no, they may say yes, and if
Yeah.
they're ready for that, give it to them. Like show them the CDC, show them the DHS website, show them the Marathon County Health Department website. We have lots of good pieces of information about safety and efficacy, and resources on there. Um, this is the key one. You'll like this.
Oh,
You'll like
okay.
this, Katie. Help them find their own reason to get vaccinated. So everybody has their own
Hmm.
reason.
Yeah.
My reason was because I wanted to protect my family.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own thing. I mean, what was your reason, Katie?
Yeah, I mean, I have people in my life that have, compromised, issues, and I want to make sure that I'm not the one making them sick. And I also feel a little bit of pressure as a public official that I should be doing these things in the name of the public part
Mm-hmm.
of public health. So I felt like I should should be one of the first people to get that vaccine if I could be. So yeah, I guess that's it. And my husband's a teacher. Uh, we both need to keep each other healthy because we have to be in front of people.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
so like let's say your husband didn't get vaccinated, like you would talk with him about what his why was, right? And I'm sure it would be similar in some
Yeah.
ways.
Totally. I'm just imagining a world where we would have that conversation. I mean, I guess we have some disagreements about various things. The vaccine wasn't one of them. He was so anxious. I was too.
Right. But everybody's got their own personal why, and
Totally.
you can help them find it. It's
Yes.
not for us to prescribe what their why is.
Right.
It's for, if they're open to the conversation, then you can kind of help them feel out what it might be. And then here's my favorite one, which is help them get their vaccination. Like it might be that they just don't have transportation, or some of our older folks might not be super excited about using the internet to register.
Totally.
So like you can help
them.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. I would love to help anybody. Laura and I would both love to help you. I'm volunteering us, I guess. Okay. We're going to get you vaccinated. You're ready? We're ready.
Oh yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to do it.
Awesome.
Yeah. And so that's my little segment on how to talk with someone who still hasn't made up their mind about the vaccine.
Don't lecture them.
Yep.
Be open.
Mm-hmm.
Don't yell at them. It's like it's just being a good friend. I mean, you're talking to them for a reason, right? You love them. So right. I think that's perfect. Cool.
This is actually a good point, Katie. It's not just about the vaccine. Like we should be doing this stuff for all different kinds of conversations, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we could change the tenor of politics if I don't know. Maybe we're not ready for that. Maybe it's a question for another day.
Stress me out, Katie.
Yes, don't worry. That'll be a 2022 goal.
Okay.
How about that? Okay.
All
right. So people are getting vaccinated. We're I don't know. I don't even know where we are at as a county right now for over 50%. Yes. The numbers are going down. Mm-hmm. We're medium / are we still medium?
I think we're still medium, but we're getting close. Like it's going to happen
Okay. We're going to get to low. Mm-hmm. Okay. So this is my question then. Is COVID over? Are we can we be done?
Yeah. I wish I could say yes. I wish we could say yes. I want to say yes so bad. What we want to make sure is that everybody's protected. And so until we get 80% vaccinated, it's not over. And so we're going to still be talking about vaccination for a while now. We're also concerned about variants. So, we're watching variants because there's different, when the virus gets into a population, some of it stays the same and some of it mutates and creates mutations and stuff. And so we just have to monitor and maintain and keep, especially with kids, like there's some people that can't get vaccinated right now.
Right.
So we need to do what we can to protect them.
Yes. Okay. So we're not over. We are still cautious. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, but that brings me actually to my third question.
Yeah.
So it feels like the public is kind of getting back to where we were before. So people are scheduling their weddings. There are concerts. I went to a Bucks game, summer events. And, at the Bucks game, they had all the signs up to wear a mask and stuff. But of course, when people sat down, it was like, what?
Yeah.
I happened to be sitting next to a mom and a kid that were both masked. So I was like, solidarity with you too. Awesome. Awesome. But what should we do here? What's safe? What should I still be like? What do I do about my hand sanitizers? I got a ton. So what should I be worried about? Or not?
Well, yeah. So events are happening, right? Like I went to a wedding recently and outside is always better. So, when you want like nice airflow and you want the ability for people to spread out as much as they can. You want to encourage masking when people are going to be closer than 6 feet if they're unvaccinated. If you're vaccinated, you can do it. Like you can take off your mask, you can go to the wedding, you can go to concert on the square and be unmasked and it looked amazing.
Yeah. It was wild. Yeah. I'm kind of a breeze through kind of person. I like to check things out, but yes, mm-hmm. People were having a good time.
And you could get vaccinated there now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, Aspirus. Shout out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So outside is safer. But if you plan to go to an event indoors, the safest thing you can do for yourself is to consider vaccination, and just make sure that you're going to that event 2 weeks after your second shot. If you're in a shot series, if you get Johnson & Johnson, it would be 2 weeks after your shot.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. So get your vaccination and you are pretty much good to go.
Yep.
But maybe just, yeah. All right. I feel good about that answer.
Yep. And if you have kids that can't be vaccinated, it's still precautions, normal precautions of masking and 6 feet distance. So, I think that some of us, I know between my husband and I, sometimes we have to remember, because both of us are vaccinated. So
yeah,
we tore the mask off and went running through the streets. But with our son, like, we have to remember, we still have to protect him. He still has to wear his mask. He still has to social distance.
Yes.
Because and the thing is that the more people that get vaccinated, the quicker it's going to take for us to get back to normal.
Yes.
So that's what we want.
Okay. I'm not sure if I'm ready to be done with virtual meetings. Like, I don't need a million of them in a row, but I kind of like them. So, yeah, but I would like the pandemic to be over. So let's be clear.
I don't know if you've been finding this, Katie, but when we have virtual meetings that are people that have to travel long distances, we get a lot better attendance, and that's
nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. I miss seeing people in person though.
Yeah. I'm not usually a hugger, and I think we talked about this, that I wasn't looking forward to the days. Well, now it's like, all right, we're all in. Hugs for everyone. It's very, like, I'm even initiating some of these hugs.
Whoa.
I saw my homeroom teacher last week, and I couldn't stop myself. So he's vaccinated and I'm vaccinated, so we're good.
That's cool. So you just went to town.
Hug crazy. Oh my goodness.
Good to know.
I'm glad everyone knows this now. All right. Well, thank you, as always, for the 3+ questions and answers.
My pleasure, Katie, and have a great week.
See you later.